It is finally here, the second half of the Infinity pay-per-view. So come with me to Infinity, and say it with me, children, and beyond, as we kick off with the Omega Level Championship Triple Threat match. Arkham Knight, making his way to the ring, earned this opportunity in another triple threat against Deathstroke and Bane, in which their two spots in the Ultimate Contingency Plan briefcase ladder match would essentially be vacated should they win, in favor of a guaranteed title shot against the Omega Level Champion Batman. But this man, getting his last chance at entering that title picture, did just that, winning that triple threat and becoming one of the participants in this match. Now, when that happened, it was just going to be a singles exchange. However, because Arkham Knight had won, and because he walked out on one of the men who will join this matchup as one of the participants. That's right, this man, this individual, one of the also former proteges of the Dark Knight, Nightwing, Dick Grayson. Because he walked out on that match, took a 10 count, essentially chose not to fight, it was determined that Nightwing would be given an opportunity to earn his way into that match as well. Defeated a very game Black Panther to earn this championship opportunity and made it a triple threat. These two, Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, presumably of the Arkhamverse, both former proteges looking to surpass the man who currently holds the Omega Level Championship, their former mentor, the Dark Knight Bruce Wayne, aka Batman. Where is the Batman? Well, he's about to make his way to the ring. And when this man enters the arena, his presence is felt like a chill down the spine. A man who has mastered using fear as a weapon against criminals and enemies. He is, in a very strange way, the heart and soul of a city like Gotham. Darkness turned towards the hope of the people. And he was the first ever Omega Level Champion, defeating Darkseid. With Robin in his corner, Damian Wayne, his son, has ever since been a fighting champion. Or so one would like to believe. However, he's really kept his appearances minimal. Obviously defended his title at Bulletproof successfully in a steel cage match against Arkham Knight. We've seen sporadic appearances from him. But according to our contract division, apparently he believes his crime fighting duties are way more important. So he only shows up now and then. But we have him here tonight. We're thinking about locking down this pocket dimension so people can't leave and do all that hero stuff. Anyway, moving on. For your entertainment, this triple threat kicking off. Ring that bell, Billy Bowtie, as we begin. Wow! Spinning European uppercut from Arkham Knight. It looked like he knew Batman was going to gun for him with that clothesline and caught him hard. Batman just now staggering to his feet. Wait, Batman, there's a pin going on behind you. There's still a pin going on behind you. I'm not sure what he was thinking. They're very out of character for Batman to take his eye off the ball like that. But I guess he wasn't expecting them to go for pins that early. But very surprised by that moment of distraction from the Dark Knight. Perhaps not taking MFW seriously, are we, champ? I know it's not crime fighting, but you know, you got pretty important opponents here. Oh! Oh! Billy Bowtie down! Arkham Knight looked like he was going for a springboard cutter, maybe a springboard version of that revenge cutter finisher he has in the corner, but ended up plowing into Billy Bowtie instead. Northern Lights, but I mean, there's nobody to call a pin. He's out. He got hit with a whole lot of body weight and body armor, and Billy Bowtie is not moving. Is he okay? Guys, do we have medical team? All right, he's moving. We're good. He's moving. He's on his own power. He's moving. That was a scary moment there. I thought we were gonna lose Billy Bowtie for a second. Dropkick though from Dick Grayson. Now both men down. Arkham Knight and Batman, of course, I mean. This could be Arkham Knight's last chance to gain the Omega level championship and to take something away from his former mentor. Nightwing, this is a golden opportunity to surpass the man who trained him, become his own man, become his own champion. Oh, wait a minute, butterfly suplex. Oh, and lands in a splash over Arkham Knight. What ring awareness, making up for the lack of awareness earlier with that taunt in the corner. A butterfly suplex as he was coming out of that exchange, landing in a diving body splash over the torso of Arkham Knight. Big facebuster here. Arkham Knight fighting back, but that was an incredible spot. That looked so badass. I'm a little lost. That looked great. Neckbreaker from Arkham Knight to Nightwing. We've seen Arkham Knight thrive in the triple threat situation before, how he can take advantage of a brief moment where everything aligns and he's able to hit that impactful strike on the one standing opponent left and use it to pick up a victory. We saw it in the exchange with the brass knuckle sandwiches that were getting passed out like a brass knuckle picnic on Bane's face. Knee across the chest and the face of Arkham Knight. Nightwing looking to put this one away, perhaps setting up for the Nightfall. Batman stirring to his feet, though. Oh, was going to hit him with the running knee, but he didn't catch him in time. Oh, but a kick to the face right as he sat up. Going for a pin on Knight. I would have gone for a pin on Arkham Knight, the one who just ate the finisher, but Batman perhaps choosing to focus on the man most recently knocked down. Not the worst strategy, but I think it could have been better. Big clothesline here. Both men down. Arkham Knight's still down. Again, one of the reasons I think he should have been pinning him. But perhaps it doesn't cross the mind of the champ that that's the case. Oh, inverted Hurricane Rana right on the top of his head. Single leg underhook. Facebuster. Only a 1. Nightwing now looking to go up top. Could see that trademark moon stomp maybe. Hits it right across the gut. Incredible acrobatic prowess of the Flying Grayson there. Not the move though. He has one of those. Rarely used but impressive aerial maneuver. Oh, wait a minute. Going for the chokeslam. Reversed! Jumping complete shot. Arkham Knight reversing that finishing chokeslam. And now a leg drop to the back of the head. And now focusing on the champ. Could this be Arkham Knight's golden moment? A big cutter. And now he's got the boot under the chin. We saw what this did to Bane. Could the knighthood end it? Nightwing still down on the outside. 1, 2, 3, and we have a new Omega level champion. For those who said Batman would never lose the title, it has not come to pass. It seems we have a new champion. Congratulations to Arkham Knight. An impressive, albeit for many unexpected, victory for the anti-hero, the villain, whatever you want to call him. He officially holds the top belt on Fight Night, and I can imagine this will not be the end now for Batman. Can't think he's going to just let that go. But regardless, for tonight, the victory dwells in the land of Arkham. As we move forward, we have 2 matches left on our card. What 2 matches could those be? Well, the only 2 matches left that you can be waiting for. The ladder matches for the Retcon-in-the-Bank and the Ultimate Contingency Plan briefcases. First, the Ultimate Contingency Plan briefcase. The briefcase that has the plan that can virtually guarantee someone can take that title being held by Arkham Knight and put it around the waist of whoever holds that briefcase. And we start off, who were the 8 men in this match? We've already seen some of them. Many of them qualified in matches over the course of the past few fight nights, but we will have some last-minute additions. Some per the order of Director Fury, some making their returns. All of them looking to seize a golden opportunity at a championship run. This man, Deathstroke, earned his way into that 8-man ladder match by defeating Bane. Bane, who was gifted one of those spots. We presume in some sort of Suicide Squad has to deal with S.H.I.E.L.D. and Director Fury. Probably owes a favor. Regardless, both men will be in this match. Deathstroke made his way to the ring just now. This individual has recently defeated Red Skull to maintain the spot that he now takes in this ladder match. The Incredible Hulk, aka David Bruce Banner. For those who don't know the full name, that's right, Bruce is his middle name. Fun fact. This man has been destructive, this monster really, in recent weeks. It's sort of a slow going to start, and then turned things around ever since defeating Magneto. As we forge ahead, who could be the third participant in this 8-man ladder match? This promises to be utter chaos. We've seen what these matches can be like. I'll call it to the best of my ability, which, as you probably are aware of by now, isn't that great. But I'm doing my best. As Darkseid makes his way to the ring, this man has been in, I guess you call them mini wars, with the likes of the Hulk already. Suffered that unfortunate defeat to Magneto. Took some time away, came back. Hulk had some unfinished business with him. They had an incredible 2 out of 3 falls match, but in the end, Hulk came out victorious, looking to change his fate. He still pursues that Omega level championship. Anything Omega on it, he believes will lead him to the anti-life equation. So it's no surprise he's in this matchup. Who else joining them? Some might call it an abuse of power. Some might say they saw this coming. But director of Fight Night Nick Fury has placed himself in this 8-man Ultimate Contingency Plan briefcase ladder match. One of the minds behind the devising of this particular plan, the likes of Nick Fury, Bruce Wayne, various other intelligent tactical individuals coming up with that essentially near surefire plan to become champion should one obtain the briefcase. With Batman no longer champion, some might even question perhaps if he lost it on purpose so he wouldn't have to deal with whoever had this plan. I don't think that's the case. I think Batman's a little too proud for that. But there's an argument to be made that this very devious former champion, Batman, could have something up his sleeve. Speaking of devious, Nick Fury in the ring there. And speaking of devious, someone we haven't seen since his loss to Magneto. He literally disappeared off the face of Fight Night. Didn't know he would be back. But here he is. The first mutant. Perhaps the first Omega level mutant. Oddly enough, Apocalypse returns. We've seen Doomsday arrive on Warzone, and now Apocalypse arrives back at Fight Night. Does this spell the end of days for both our shows? I hope not, because I just got started. We're only on episode 47. But Apocalypse looking to seize a perfect opportunity to turn around that unfortunate defeat at the hands of the Master of Magnetism and climb to the very top of the mountain in a single night. This was supposed to be Green Arrow, of course. He qualified in a match against Black Panther on Fight Night, but we have not seen him in the arena before this match was supposed to start. I have to imagine there's no coincidence that the return of Apocalypse coincides with that disappearance. We'll try to get an update as soon as possible. If not tonight, then hopefully by the next Fight Night. In the ring with the likes of Hulk and Darkseid. This ring, as I said, hopefully very reinforced. We mentioned it with Thor and Doctor Doom, but I think now more than ever, I hope they have triple reinforced that ring, because there is a mammoth amount of monstrosity waiting to fight it out in that ring. As we take in our next competitor, who else will be vying for the ultimate contingency plan briefcase. This man we mentioned before, straight out of Peñaduro prison, Bane, orchestrator, the architect of the siege of Gotham, known as No Man's Land. Not just a mindless brute, but a mastermind of the criminal underworld, looking to obtain his ticket to the championship picture. And as we're getting a little mini break here, remember to like. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, hit it, give us a thumbs up, comment, let us know what you thought about this, engage each other. I love it. Love interacting with you guys, and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode of MFW action. As making his way to the ring, a man who beat Captain America Steve Rogers to earn this opportunity, one half of the Earth's mightiest tag team champions, Taskmaster. Tony Masters has a once-in-a-lifetime, perhaps, opportunity. A member of the tag team division, but he could launch himself into the stratosphere of Fight Night's title pictures by going straight for the Omega Level Championship, should he grasp that briefcase and bring it down from the rafters. Granted, there are no actual rafters. We're in an outdoor arena, so I don't even know where we're suspending it from. Probably somewhere in the lighting rink, but you know what I mean. It sounds better when you talk about rafters, because it's like... Anyway, moving on. I don't know why I'm getting lost in this. Like I said, it's early in the morning, and I'm still having my coffee. So, we move on. You've seen Taskmaster, Apocalypse, Bane, Deathstroke, Darkseid, all with opportunities to claim that briefcase. But there's more. No. Always gotta have the 8. We see Nick Fury. There's one more man who is yet to enter this arena. You can see that briefcase hanging over the shoulder of Tony Masters. That is what it is all about. Wrapped in that protective tape. Sealed away is that plan. This man won an 8-man elimination style pin and submission based battle royal. Not just an over the top rope. No, they went one past Warzone's qualifier. Bullseye eliminated half the men in that match, but in the end Bullseye was undone by the Punisher, Frank Castle. Frank Castle was then attacked by an irate Bullseye, and he put him away. We still haven't heard from Bullseye. Bullseye, as we've learned, suffered a concussion, had his head driven into that concrete multiple times by Frank Castle, and he's already an unsound mind to begin with, so I'm not sure what this will mean for his mental state when he comes back. But regardless, Punisher earned his way as we kick off this match. Oh, and it is, as expected, pure chaos. Bane and Darkseid going at it, Apocalypse and Deathstroke. Hulk going right after Fury. Perhaps sick and tired of the man who runs S.H.I.E.L.D. and brought him into this hero fold when he just wanted to be left alone. And Taskmaster and Punisher going at it. Interesting breakdown so far in this match. But it's all about climbing that ladder. Big side slam on the outside to Nick Fury from Hulk. It is any man's match. Obviously, we don't have any real full-on acrobats or high flyers in this particular match. So nobody who has that speed advantage so dominantly over the rest of the competition. That being said, smaller opponents like Deathstroke, Taskmaster, Punisher may have a quicker time up that ladder to grab that briefcase. Of course, though, there's the likes of Darkseid, Bane, Hulk, Apocalypse, who literally probably could climb half that ladder and still reach that briefcase. It is any man's game. 4 in the ring, 4 out, as things continue to break down. But they need to get that ladder in the ring if they hope. Oh, getting caught up in the ropes is Darkseid here. Seen that problem before with our bigger competitors. Oh, tossing Bane like a ragdoll, which not many men can say they can do. Hulk the first to grab a ladder, now using it to, hard to see, but stomping away with the bottom of that ladder to Nick Fury. DDT DDT to the floor on Apocalypse from Deathstroke. As now most of the competitors in the ring. Deathstroke grabbing that ladder. Thought maybe he was going to set it up, but no, placing it on the canvas. And now spilling outside. Oh, wait a minute. Double arm DDT on the outside. From Taskmaster to Hulk. Head first. And Deathstroke just collapsing out of the ring on top of Hulk. Oh, and Darkseid busted open. You won't see him bleed. He won't allow it. He's too arrogant for that. But we have the readings. He's officially bleeding. Big chokeslam from Apocalypse to Bane. Things breaking down on the outside there. And another ladder being brought into play by Apocalypse. Sliding it into the ring. Nick Fury going up top. Not sure he should be doing this. This is too high risk in this kind of a matchup. Oh, good lord. Oh, wait a minute. Post-Apocalypse on the ladder. Bane's head ricocheting and his upper back over that ladder, over those rungs by Apocalypse. I almost missed that in the clothesline action. And now Nick Fury looks to be grabbing that ladder. Oh, right face first with that steel ladder into the mush of Apocalypse, and then Bane. Oh, and a big running dropkick busts open Tony Masters under that mask. Expect to see quite a few people bloody by the end of this match. A big frog splash, it looked like, from Deathstroke to Masters. Oh, wait a minute. Anti-life pile driver to Frank Castle. One of those ladders getting ricocheted completely out of the ring. And I don't mean Trevor or Prince Puma. I'm talking about the literal definition of ricochet. Been surprised so far. Nobody really attempting to climb and go after that briefcase. But then again, all of these men looking fairly fresh. Backbreaker stretch to Nick Fury by Bane. As I say that, of course, people getting laid out with these moves. But nobody's staying down for long enough that I can see anybody safely going and getting. That was that finish there from Bane, that Batbreaker, he calls it. A fireman's carry style backbreaker that really puts that impact point on the spine. Deathstroke rolling out of the ring and doesn't look to be moving much. We'll have to be sure that he's not paralyzed, obviously, but hopefully power damage in the arena, that venom, if he has any in his veins, ineffective. I should hope so. We try to keep our competitors clean. No scandals here. We got wellness policies to uphold. That was that photo finish from Taskmaster. That photo finish maneuver, face planting somebody into the mat like that. So dangerous, but he's not going to be able to get it. Temporary alliance between Apocalypse and Frank Castle, toppling Taskmaster before he could unhook that briefcase. Oh, and a stomp to the gut. Hulk leveling Bane in a single strike. Where's Hulk thinking of going? Deathstroke is just getting to his feet now. Don't do this. Good lord. Taking an elbow over the top of that. I don't know who got busted open, but I saw the flash of red. Taking one of those elbows over the back of the head. That's got to be like getting hit with falling debris. More blood. I can't even keep track anymore. I just know everybody's probably bleeding. Just assume if anybody's in that ring, they're probably bleeding, as Taskmaster once again has a chance to unhook that briefcase. Deathstroke not allowing it to happen, striking at the legs, trying to pull him down from that ladder. Hulk now climbing, but this might not be the best time. Deathstroke and Bane, temporary alliance, but they've worked together before. Members of the Secret Society of Supervillains, the Injustice League and Society as well. Oh, looked like he was going to carry him. Perhaps take him for that charging spinebuster into the corner, but hit with the ladder by Apocalypse, who now is just going to town on Bane with that foreign object. And now Hulk is busted open. It's official. I'm pretty sure everyone is bleeding. I don't think there's a single person left in this match who isn't bleeding. Oh my god! Bane tossed by Apocalypse like he weighs nothing. It looked like he landed on Hulk on the way down. Flying elbow drop to the lower spine from Frank Castle to Darkseid. Utter chaos. On the outside, Nick Fury setting up. Could it be? Deep six to Deathstroke. This is insanity. Everyone is just being hit with unbelievable offense. Finishers, signatures, high-impact maneuvers, high-risk maneuvers. Hulk now left alone in the ring, grabbing the ladder, has the wherewithal to focus on the task at hand. Can Hulk use this moment to his advantage? Climbing. Could see, though, so tired, taking him so long to get up there. That large frame on that small ladder. Not the most stable base. He's working on it, though. Pulling. Nope. Deathstroke gonna stop him. And Apocalypse now climbing. Once again trying to stop Hulk. But I don't think he sees Apocalypse. The large frame of Hulk in the way. As now Apocalypse is reaching for it. Could it be? Nick Fury trying to topple that ladder. But does he have enough strength to do it? Can he do it? Nobody's stopping Apocalypse. Could this be it? Good God, it is over, and Apocalypse now has the MFW Ultimate Contingency Plan briefcase. What does this mean for the future of Fight Night? I do not know. But the first ever mutant, En Sabah Nur, now in possession of a nearly guaranteed reign as Omega level champion. Have to wonder, will Fury even allow this result given the circumstances surrounding Apocalypse's entry into this match? But that's a question for Fight Night. It was an incredible high impact match. We saw a lot of brutal moves, including Apocalypse pulling off a post-Apocalypse finisher on Bane across a ladder. In the end, that kind of brutality got him that briefcase. Well, we've got one more ladder match set up here for the Retcon-in-the-Bank briefcase, our Warzone equivalent. We'll be main eventing the show. We've seen, again, many of these men qualify in recent weeks. Others will be making their returns. Some will be surprising you, making these sudden appearances. As we start off with Doomsday. Doomsday making making an unexpected debut. We have determined that he will be relatively fine to compete. While he was unconscious, we took some measures, and let's not get into that. What's important is that the audience should be fine. Our competitors, relatively fine. So he has been allowed, because of his defeat of Superman, despite it being an unexpected and somewhat unofficial match, he has been placed as one of the members of this Retcon-in-the-Bank briefcase ladder match. Of course, he will not be alone out of the two competitors in that match. Superman also being granted that match. He was supposed to face Lex Luthor for a chance at that opportunity, but because he was blindsided by Doomsday in a scheme that we're still trying to get to the bottom of, we don't know all the full details, but we're trying to figure it out. But because of that, it was deemed only fair that he also be given an opportunity. But before he makes it to the ring, Gorilla Grodd, this man defeated Superboy in one-on-one action to earn a spot in this match. Of course, there is a bit of controversy given that Bizarro briefly got involved before the match had started. But regardless, decision is final. He won decisively, fair and square. Match had not started yet. Gorilla Grodd has an opportunity to achieve his individual ambitions. Well, who's next? Let's hit that music and find out. As Jimmy, we did do the thing with Doomsday, right? We did, right? You think so? That's not good enough. All right, we'll talk about it later. Anyway, Clark Kent, Superman, Kal-El, making his way to the ring, as we said, evening things up. We decided we were going to make sure that there were 4 heroes, 4 villains. Somebody to balance out either side of this matchup for the sake of pretty much everyone, including our viewing audience. Doomsday balanced out by Superman. Thanos, who qualified, will be balanced out by a Marvel hero. Gorilla Grodd and Lex Luthor will be balanced out by 2 heroes. We have seen to it, taken measures, so we don't have to worry about all the insanity that has been going on Warzone. Obviously, we will have, after Infinity, we will have a couple more matches and we'll finally determine who will be the director of Warzone. But until then, doing our best to right the ship here. Lex Luthor earned his way, albeit through a bit of a side street, we'll say, in this little scheme. He had actually lost the 8-man battle royal to determine one of the participants in this match. It should have been Loki, but then he challenged Loki for that spot. Loki perhaps arrogantly thought it would be an easy win. Luthor pulled out the victory and walked away with the spot in the ladder match. Then, of course, that led to Superman challenging him for it, saying he didn't deserve it to begin with, so if he had no problem with the way that things went down the first time, he shouldn't have any problem with defending it in a second match. But, as we saw, Doomsday appeared. Still don't know if Luthor perhaps had a hand in that or not. Trying to get down to the bottom of it. Until we do so, until we get that footage fixed. Until we get that backup data fixed. We don't know what happened, so we can only work off the information we have. Suppositions and suspicion are not proof, so he's still in this match. Can't take it away from him. Anyway, Thanos making his way to the ring. This man earned his spot by defeating Cable. Obviously, Deadpool then wanted a chance, made a fair point about why he should get one, but it ended in a double countout, so I can't imagine Deadpool too pleased, but he does not qualify for this match. However, Thanos certainly looking to seize that golden briefcase in that gauntleted left hand, raise it high, and claim his shot at the Multiversal Championship he wants oh so badly. It's taken him a while to get into winning form, but can he continue by winning this match in a big way? But who's next? Well, how else? Wait, no, that's not who's supposed to be here. No, it's supposed to be 4 heroes, 4. What is Reverse Flash doing here? No, it's supposed to be Flash. No, it's not a clerical error. I know that. I know it's not a clerical. That's not why I'm asking you. I'm sorry, folks. This was supposed to be Barry Allen, the Flash, was supposed to balance out Gorilla Grodd. That was the point. Gorilla Grodd, Flash. It was supposed to, like Superman Doomsday, it was supposed to balance out so that we have 4 heroes, 50-50 split. Yeah, but now there's 3 members of the Legion of Doom in this match. They're stacking the odds, and you don't see how that's relevant. You don't see why I'm suspicious of the whole Luthor Doomsday thing. None of that crosses your mind. Why don't we have? Do we not have security at all? Is it just me? I'm sorry. Apologies. This is why we're getting a director of Warzone, because these things happen and they shouldn't happen. Jimmy. Regardless, making his way to the ring to balance out our Thanos, Ant-Man, the ultimate underdog, perhaps the least projected to win this particular matchup, but he was the least projected to defeat Thanos in Thanos' debut, and look what happened there. So being given a huge opportunity, he may be the underdog, he may be the one with the longest shot to win of all the members of this matchup, especially now with some unexpected X factors. But Ant-Man in this match looking to change everything. He was going after the Multimedia Championship, didn't go as he planned, but he has some big wins under his belt. Could this be another one of them? Well, we'll have to find out. Should have seen this coming. This was supposed to be Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. Hal Jordan, Green Lantern was supposed to make up for... It was supposed to be as many Justice League as Superman villains and so on, and Legion of Doom and all that. It was supposed to be Green Lantern, Flash, and Superman paralleling Doomsday Lex Luthor and Gorilla Grodd. But it seems something has happened to Green Lantern and Flash, and taking their place are Who'da Thunk It, Reverse Flash, and Sinestro, two of their most obvious enemies. Jimmy, apologize for this. It seems we've had an unexpected change in the card tonight, and it looks like the Legion of Doom now makes up about 50% of this match. This is why we're determining our director of Warzone very, very soon, because my heart can't take this. But we will stay professional. The match is continuing. Both world's finest tag team champions who are supposed to have a tag team title match after this pay-per-view, looking to seize the briefcase along with the rest of the Legion of Doom sans Bizarro, and potentially get a guaranteed shot at the Multiversal Championship. I should have. You know what? I'll stop blaming Jimmy. I'm sure you guys are defending Jimmy in the comments. This is my fault. I should have seen this coming. I should have prepared and had a director of Warzone far sooner to maintain some law and order on these shows. But yeah, this is where we're at. 50% of the match. Now villains, Reverse Flash, Sinestro, Gorilla Grodd, Lex Luthor, as well as Doomsday and Thanos, makes 6 out of 8 competitors being villains. Yeah, there we are. Let's get this started. Pop-up dropkick. More of a falling into a dropkick for Reverse Flash to Superman, and I'm trying to focus here. I'm trying to be positive. Anything can happen here. Ant-Man could win. Who am I kidding? Knee to the gut from Sinestro as this heavily stacked, villain-heavy ladder match continues. Everyone trying to earn this huge opportunity at a potential Multiversal Championship run. It's virtually guaranteed by the contract, by the retcon that is in that briefcase. And now the ladder set up in the middle of the ring. This match obviously setting up the ladder early, as Sinestro already trying to bring it down. Luthor having none of it, though. They may be on the same side, but we've mentioned this before. Those individual ambitions, individual desires coming into play as Luthor now stands atop the ladder trying to bring down that Retcon-in-the-Bank briefcase. Oh, Gorilla Grodd and Sinestro working together. Oh, popped the ladder, causing Luthor to literally fall on the shoulders of Doomsday, who then dropped him. What a way to go down for the nemesis of the Man of Steel. Superman now has that ladder. Couldn't set it up, though. People in his way. Oh, wait a minute. Ant-Man shoulder first Thanos into the turnbuckle. That turnbuckle post, I should say. Big clothesline to the back of Gorilla Grodd, but he rolled right out of it with a clothesline of his own. Good Lord. Another chop block. Reverse Flash taking out the knees of Gorilla Grodd. It's every man for himself, Legion of Doom or not. Perhaps in its own way, this plan of the Legion of Dooms has backfired. It looked like he fell face first into that ladder off that clubbing blow to the back of the head. This plan may have backfired. All their individual ambitions may be getting the better of them, as they all seem to be determined to grab that briefcase. Oh, wait a minute. Luthor, Lexplex onto the ladder! Oh, good God. The tailbone, the lower spine of Doomsday planted on that ladder. I don't know what Ant-Man was doing there, thinking of taunting at that moment, but it just cost him. This is looking ugly for most of the competitors in this match, even Doomsday included. Power dampeners in the arena, of course, not allowing him to adapt to that damage the way he normally would. Looked like a twisting moonsault from Reverse Flash, caught both Superman and Thanos on the outside. And now, oh, went for that. You normally see that military press to do an uppercut, turned into a sunset flip to get out of it, but no pins in this match. You have to climb and grab that briefcase to win it. Sinestro now using that ladder like a weapon. Hitting everything in sight with it. Thanos reverse flash on the outside. Where's Ant-Man? Oh, Superman getting him. As I asked, there he is on the outside. Looked like he was laid out for a bit. And now a big suplex. It looks like he's a stalling vertical suplex, doing a bit of a squat here with him. And bam! Down goes Ant-Man to the floor. Oh, a German suplex from Luther. Looked like the back of Gorilla Grodd's head hit those steel steps. And Sinestro once again. Superman punch to Ant-Man on the outside. Sinestro going for that briefcase. Can he unhook it? He's left alone. Nobody's touching him. Maybe the Legion of Doom finally deciding to work together and allow Sinestro to pull it down. But no, Superman having none of it. Working with Doomsday. A brief alliance to be sure, and immediately breaks down, but never thought you'd see that. Ant-Man set up that ladder on the outside like a bridge. Not sure what he's thinking, but it's there now. And down goes Doomsday to the outside. Oh, wait a minute. Luther gonna take advantage of that ladder. Oh, this could be ugly. Going up top to the turnbuckle. Elbow drop through the ladder. Almost like payback for their very first match at Warzone. That elbow drop to the lower spine of Lex Luthor that put away the villainous genius in that match. Picking up the win for Superman that led him to that Multiversal Championship Triple Threat. Mirror images in reverse as Luther does the same to nearly break Superman in half, but somehow he's back to his feet already as they now try to stop Thanos. All the members of this match getting rid of the Galactic Despot with that one. A chop block takes out Gorilla Grodd, and once again Ant-Man foolishly going for an 8-second pose and eating a ladder to the face from Superman for his trouble. And now he's busted open. We have the readings under that helmet. He's taking one too many ladder shots to that mush. Helmet or not. On the outside, you saw that German suplex from Luther to Doomsday. And now a DDT to Gorilla Grodd on the apron from Reverse Flash. Ladder getting set up by Superman. And now looking for a big swing right into the ladder. Catches the face in those rungs. Another man busted open. Keeps spinning and right on top of the ladder. Bounced a bit off that ladder, off that big swing. Using the environment like that. Something that Superman is quite used to in his normal fights. That's where some of these more extreme stipulations really do favor all of these multiversal combatants. They're used to fights without pins or submissions and countouts and disqualifications. They're just used to using their environment and hurting one another. Oh, Ant-Man reversing the suplex into a neckbreaker. A Dominator to Sinestro from Thanos. And somehow Sinestro popping right back out of it. Sinestro and Ant-Man working together. Thanos is out. Ant-Man taking Sinestro out. He's the only one in the ring. Doomstone Piledriver attempted on Luther, but Luther reverses it into a Doomstone of his own on the outside. Gorilla Grodd's in the ring, but will it be too late? Will it be too late? Has he done it? The ultimate underdog. Ant-Man wins. I can't friggin' believe it. Of all the people with a heavily stacked villain card, 6 out of 8 of them were villains. 4 out of 8 were in the Legion of Doom. Only one was Ant-Man. But he wins it. And he has a practically guaranteed run with the multiversal title. There is your winner. Ant-Man. I don't even know what to say. What a way to go out! That's our final match. Thank you everybody for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember to leave comments because I love interacting with you guys. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And thank you for joining me. Be good to each other. Be good to yourselves. And I'll see you soon.